I've posted well over 200 videos across every single channel I've ever had. I've had a photography account. I've had 2K videos, gaming videos. I used to live stream. I posted well over 300 times on TikTok. And what I've learned from my full 10 year or so of filming content, and as a person who still hasn't blew up, what I've learned is you have to literally, right? And when I say literally, detach, you have to, right? The reason you're not consistent, or the reason why you give up after a while, is because you're too attached to this outcome and you're not seeing the results. It's just like when you go to the gym and you lift weights and you don't see a lick of muscle. You're going to be discouraged to keep going because you're like, yo, is this even worth it? Right? But I am here to tell you, right, as a person who made the mistake of starting, stopping, detached to the outcome, right? I didn't realize it, right? I'm just not realizing it, so now I can actually get it out. What I want you to do is do something because you love it. Don't do it because of the byproducts or the things that you can get out of it, right? Because that's why most people start businesses, if I'm being very transparent and open, right? I know this because I was people, right? But now I don't really care. I took some time to really analyze my life, and I realized that it's not about the money. It's not about what you get out of it. It's about what you put in, right? Because who knows, this video can change your life. Who knows, whatever video it is that you were thinking about could change somebody's life, right? It can give them a new perspective. It can give them belief that they can actually do it, right? And that's all it's about. And it's all about just getting good at a game, right? I say life is a game, bro. Whatever career path you choose, you're playing a game. And the more times you turn that game on and you decide to, you know what, I'm gonna play, the better you're going to get, right? But hear me out. When it comes to getting better at the game, you have to understand that detachment is real. You will suck. You won't be the best. You'll compare yourself to somebody who's way higher than you and at a higher level, and you be like, damn, I don't know if I can get to that. Or you might see somebody at a lower level, right? And you see, wait, hold on. You might see somebody barely higher than you with more output than you, and it discourages you because you see where they're at and they got way more output than you. And it's like, damn, I got to keep going 10 times more. This dude been doing it for 2 years and he still ain't see results, right? But the thing is, you're not him, right? He might be on the wrong roller coaster. He might be doing something completely wrong that if he just did one thing, his whole success would just compound, right? And the thing that I'm realizing is it's the same thing with whatever game it is that you choose. So if you choose the social media route, right, it's the same thing, right? When you first start making videos, your confidence isn't going to be there. Your speech isn't going to be there. I'm telling you, I couldn't talk like this in front of a camera a year ago, right? If you watch some of my older content, I could speak in front of the camera. I had the confidence, but I didn't have that conviction. I didn't have that belief. I didn't have that resilience, right? I was still trying to please people, right? I was still kind of tied to getting everybody to like me. Now I don't give a fuck, right? I'm gonna just say that straight off the fucking bat, straight off the fucking dome, right? I don't give a fuck. If you like me, cool, I love you. But if you don't like me, cool, love for you. But, you know what I mean? I'm not for you. You get what I'm saying? So, understanding that as well whenever you're making content, doing whatever it is you do, and building that confidence just comes from reps, just playing the game. And there's certain skills that you unlock the more and more you do. Now, I'm far from where I'm going to be, but it's the fact that I'm able to just stay on the fucking roller coaster, right? Now, the consistency part, let's talk about that for me, right? Why I believe I wasn't consistent, right? I used to always promise people, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be consistent, I'm gonna be consistent, I'm gonna be consistent. The reason I wasn't being consistent, why I feel as if I wasn't being consistent, is because I would always see something bigger, right? And I would see me living a full lavish life, but I didn't believe social media could do that for me, right? So me listening to, oh, you won't be able to see success with it, da da da, or oh, there's something way better out there. Me thinking like that ultimately caused me to like be like, yo, I don't know if I want to commit fully, right? And that's the thing, I kind of have commitment issues, especially like when it comes to like doing something. Like, for example, I'd be hanging out with a friend, and me and my friend, me and her, we trying to go get some food, whatever, right? And I'm like, yo, or ex, whatever the case may be. It'd be like, yo, what do we eat, right? And then I'm like, we can eat this, we can eat that. What do you want to eat? Instead of giving out options, right? Instead of saying, yo, let's go eat there, I used to say, yo, that sounds good, that sounds good, that sounds good. And there's so many scenarios in my head, so many options that was hard for me to pick. So then we'd have to do, you know, what sounds good to you, right? Versus if I would have just said, yo, you know what? We're gonna go to Chipotle. We're gonna go straight to Chipotle. This is what I'm gonna get, this, that, and third, right? I have had commitment issues and I'm working on it, right? I'm not gonna say I'm perfect right now. Like I can just pick something immediately and do it. It still lingers in my head of different things, different possibilities, and different things that we can do, right? So that's something that I had to change. And that's something that I learned from creating content, from success, from these different things that, you know, I see something good and then I used to just attack that, right? Versus just staying on a fucking roller coaster, bro. Because that's all this shit is a roller coaster. And usually with social media, success is linear, right? So it happens when it happens, and you're working, seeing nothing. And then all that work you do eventually compounds. And this is the same thing with any type of success. It's literally, you bump your head 1,000 fucking times and you get back on your feet and you try again and boom, something works, right? And it's the fact that you have to keep trying, right? And this was something that I kept doing, right? I kept making videos, even though I was trying these different businesses, these different avenues, just trying to do different things, right? Even though I was doing it, right? I would still come back to YouTube, right? So when it came to like making, you know, photos, right? I would teach other people, yo, I'm gonna make a video on everything I learned and just give it away for free. Cause why not? Like, I love giving free value. I don't lose anything, because one thing I know is, bro, if you a gatekeeper and you gatekeep information and you store information, it's like you don't want to see another person win, right? I want to see anybody like, I am not jealous, I am not envy, I am not scared of anybody taking my place. I am not afraid of giving away information, because I know, right? I know that if I just give this person information, I can change their life. I can help them, right? And that's all it's about, is really helping other people, right? Helping other people reach their level of success, whatever that may look like, by just giving things, you know, like me knowing something from just experiencing it Of course, I'm gonna be like, bro, avoid doing that. So that way you don't have to do this for 2 years and realize, oh, I wasted 2 years of my time. No, I'm gonna save you some time, some effort, and some money. Do this. All right. And this is what I do, bro. Like, genuinely. I like to give away information, right? Now, if it's like a helping hand, I might be like, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be a couple hundred, couple thousand, whatever the case may be. But I love to give away free stuff, right? And that's just me, bro. That's in my nature. So one thing that I want you guys to understand, really, as I got on that tangent, is understand where it is that you want to go, right? And be very clear on where you want to go, in all the outside noise, right? All the different business models you can try, all the different ways you can make money, all the job, ignore it, right? Ignore it and get very, very clear on your mission, on your why, on your purpose, what fulfills you. The thing that fulfills you is not gonna kill you. So do it more. The thing that's gonna kill you is doing the thing you don't love, right? That shit is mentally fucking draining, bro. Like, if you want to be very miserable in life, do a job that you don't like. Work somewhere you don't like. Pick a career that you don't like. That is the quickest way to misery, right? And that is something that I had to bump my head on. It's like, yo, I had to do the things that I didn't like to see, okay, this is why I didn't like it. One thing that it did for me, like doing something I didn't like, is it showed me like it showed me, and it made me very specific on why I like creating shit, why I like the art, why I love the process of what I'm doing. And you won't find that until you just try, right? So I recommend, if you feel lost in life, or you feel like life isn't moving the way you wanted it to move, do something, one, very hard, right? Commit yourself to doing something that's very hard for 6 months. Two, trying something new, like challenge yourself to go work a job that you never worked before. Go explore somewhere you've never been. Like, challenge yourself outside of your comfort zone, and you'll notice like the strength that you build, and the clarity of your vision that you'll receive. You'll notice so much, and I promise you, it's something that I had to do. Like, the best thing that I can say is, yo, I got the experience now, right? I understand that I ain't like that shit, and I never go back to it. You get what I'm saying? And that's what you gotta learn, right, within your journey. And bro, the thing that you're doing today might not be the thing you do in the next 5-10 years. So it's important for you to just keep trying different shit until you get one thing to hit, right? And I really recommend you doing that. Like, truly, that's the best thing that you can do, instead of just committing yourself to one thing. Because look, imagine, right, you say, yo, I'm gonna be a doctor one day, right? And the whole time you didn't understand what came with being a doctor, a lawyer. I'm not shaming it. Like, bro, be a doctor, be a lawyer. But I'm saying, to the people who have creative minds, the people who think, well, no, not think, know that they want more in life, right? The thing that you should be doing is trying different because when you try different shit, you realize what hit, right? Now, there are doctors, lawyers, they make pay. Like, if you doctor, lawyer, you making a lot of money. But some people aren't money driven. Like, money isn't what fulfills them. What fulfills them is purpose, helping. I'm one of the people, like, bro, you can offer me $1 million to do something I hate. Like, look, you can offer me $1 million a year to do something I hate for the rest of my life, and I am not choosing the money. I'm not. Like, I understand that the money ain't gonna bring you happiness. So like, if you told me, yo, I gotta do something I hate every single day, like cleaning shit or doing some shit like that for every year, and I'm working 90 hours of my life. I mean, 90 hours, no. 90 hours a week would be crazy. I'm working 70 hours a week and I don't love what I do. I'm not choosing that, right? And I've actually like had that happen to me. Like, when I was working my old job, when I first got onboarded, I remember this clearly and vividly. There was a scenario, and in that scenario, it stated, would you rather make $10,000 a month working, I think it was like anywhere between 80 to 90 hours a week. It was like 80 hours a week, 70, I don't think it was 90. I think it was like 70 hours a week, right? Would you rather work 70 hours a week and make 10 grand or 80 hours a week, something like that? It was way above 60 hours. I know that for sure. And there was that scenario. And then the next scenario was, would you rather make 5,000 a week working 50 hours a week? And I mean, a month, 50 hours a week for that 5,000 a month. And in my head, I chose the 10,000. I'm like, bro, if I got 10 bands, I'm smooth. But what you don't realize with that 10,000 is you won't get to enjoy that money. You won't get to enjoy that money. And this is for the rest of your life, right? Most people don't realize that the thing that's very important is freedom, right? Being able to do the things that you say you want to do whenever the fuck you want to do it is way more important than money. And this is why I say content creation is amazing, right? This is why I commend people who are making YouTube videos, the people who are making Instagram videos, because I really believe this is the next digital asset that will last literally forever until you die, right? I look at YouTube videos as music, right? Music lives forever, right? You ever hear an artist playing that your great grandparents or your grandparents used to listen to? You ever heard one of those artists, like an old school artist? That's for a reason, gang. Like, it lives forever, right? And it's the same thing with content creation. It's going to live forever. It'll never die. And I look at it like this, bro. It can create generational, like your grandkids, your great grandkids, they will never ever have to struggle as long as you build a community, right? I don't want to call my people's fans. Like, I don't know. You could be a fan, but like sometimes like the word fan comes off a little like, all right, nigga, you just a fan. You a hater or certain things like that. But I look at it more as like you're a supporter. You're a part of the community. You're family, right? I'm bringing you inside my world, so you're a part of the community, right? And I believe if you have a strong community, like if we look at like some of the big brands, they have a strong community, right? It's what holds their whole foundation together, right? Their fans love each other, right? Anytime your name gets brought up, they're like, oh yeah, man, I love da, right? And that's how I truly look at like content creation. I look at it like you're artist, like you're your own artist, bro. And You just create, and eventually, like, you'll start to get rewarded for the stuff that you've created, right? People will go back to like videos like this. I promise you, excuse me, in 5 years, right, this video will live, like somebody will click on this video and be like, damn, this was Jay Quad before he blew up. Wow, crazy. It's fire, right? But they didn't see like this live. Like, y'all are actually like, this is live. Like, this is me and you having this conversation, right? But the other people, they didn't see it live. They had to go back to years or months or whatever the case may be to see, oh, this was the way he thought before he blew up. Da 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 da. And another thing that I want to say about content creation, right? As we're talking about how it lives forever and how people can go back to your old videos and check you out and, you feel me, understand where your mindset was and who you were, what you did to eventually blow up, the change that you made, all these different things. Like, bro, you see me real time and you see me develop into a new character each and every single day. You see me do something different every single day. I'm bringing you into my life. So you get the grasp of where I'm going. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's important, but what's super important, right, is showing people that you care, right? Not only care about like yourself, like that's most important, but that you care about others. Showing people that you're actually genuine, showing people that you're authentic, because people can relate to these things, bro. And when you're creating that content, like, this is what I really notice, is you want to be actually genuine and you want to show people that you care about not only yourself but them, and you also just want to show up authentic. Like, one thing that makes comedians funny is when they bring up some shit and you know exactly what they're talking about because you've experienced it, right? It makes the joke hit 10 times better because it's like, it's relatable, right? And usually the relatable content, the relatable shit always goes crazy. People love it, right? And if you can just be as relatable as possible, not fake anything, just showcase the real, you'll make it, right? You'll make it. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I think this video is going to be pretty freaking long, but I want somebody to go back to this, right, one day and be like, damn, he warned me. He talked about everything that I needed to do, right? Now I'm going to get into the things that you need to do for success, right? So if you really want to be successful, right? I'm not successful yet, right? But this is what I truly believe, and this is the actions that I'm about to start taking, right? I'm actually taking them now, right? But I truly believe you have to become obsessed with the process, the art, enjoying the moment of what it is that you're doing. Stop thinking about long term. Like, and the thing is, y'all don't think long term. Y'all think short term, right? Y'all think a year to 2 years, I should be here, right? But in reality, you should be thinking in decades, right? The biggest business people think in decades. They don't think in years, because look, you can make it in 2 years and then fall off after the 3rd year, right? But if you're thinking in decades, it's going to be hard for you to fall off, right? So that's the big change, is obsession in the way you're thinking in terms of success. Like, you might be thinking, yo, in 2 years from now, I'm gonna have my dream life. Cool, but what's after that, right? Another thing is your why, right? I truly believe having a strong why will keep you going. It's going to make you want to show up, right? My why is because I know there's somebody out there who is actually struggling in life, who needs some light to bring them joy, peace, to show that they can do it as well, no matter what circumstances they're in, right? To also educate them that it's possible for them, and giving them a belief in a sense of hope. Because I'm telling you, no matter where you're at in life right now, you're not going to be there forever, right? I'll admit, a couple months ago, I wasn't happy, right? Lost completely. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, right? Maybe even 30 days ago, 25 days ago, 15 days ago, 10 days ago, I felt the same way, right? And I'm slowly coming back from it. And the thing that I realized is I was in it for selfish reasons. And you might be in it for selfish reasons too. You might be in it because you see somebody's lifestyle, but you don't know that that person actually was meant to do that. That might be that person's purpose, right? The thing is, we all have different purposes, right? And the thing is, now that the internet exists, you see somebody else living their purpose and you think, oh, he made $1 million. I'm going to do the same thing. Even though it's not my purpose, I'm going to do it because I can get what he got, right? But in reality, you never know. Maybe that was God's plan for him, right? The thing I think is, what is the thing that you always go back to? What is the thing? Okay, here's how I look at it. What is that childhood dream that you steady go back to when you try these different things? I think that is your purpose, because God keeps showing you, look, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And you subconsciously don't know that you're ignoring God, right? You don't know that you're ignoring God, but you're blocking your own blessings, and you don't realize it. And I think most people don't understand that that's stopping them from achieving the thing that they want to achieve, right? And another thing is, define your success, right? All success is different, right? Success isn't the nice car. Success isn't the nice house, the millions of dollars, the byproduct. No, that is not success. Success is within. Success is something, right, that you love doing. It's happiness, it's peace, it's prosperity. It's all of these different elements that doesn't revolve byproducts, right? That is your success. When nobody's watching, how you feel dictates your success. When the cameras are shut off, when nobody is seeing you, how you feel eternally dictates your success. What do you feel about yourself? Do you feel like you've done the things that you've always wanted to do, right? That's how I layer success. I believe success is a thing within, right? If you don't believe that you're successful, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be successful, all right? It is, right? So the next thing I want to get into is belief, right? Have a strong belief in God. Most importantly, this is something that I'm connecting with. I love God. I've always had him in my back burner, like in the back of my mind, whenever I was creating businesses, but I didn't put him first, right? And I'm starting to put him first, and I'm telling you, I just feel way happier. I feel a sense of peace. I'm not rushing things how I was. I'm just letting God do his thing, right? And I truly believe that he's going to get me to where he wants me to be at, right? If it's in God's will, he's going to get you to where you need to be. So that's another thing that I want to, just tie the knot on. And also, like, the faith and belief, like, you gotta believe it's going to happen, right? You gotta believe that you were meant to do something big. Like, that belief isn't going to leave me no matter what. Like, I truly believe that I'm going to be successful, right? I don't know when, I don't know how, and I don't know where, but I know for a fact why I'm going to be successful, right? And that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know is that God got you, why, and having faith and being patient. Faith and patience play the biggest part in this, I believe. I believe without faith, the belief isn't true, right? You truly don't believe. Like without faith and without that belief, it's gonna make it hard for you to actually win, right? In that patience, because when you're not patient and you don't think like it's going to compound, because that's how success is. It compounds, right? It's here, and one day shoots, right? But if you don't believe that's how success works, you'll lose, right? Because the thing that you have to understand is like patience is like the biggest part in it all. If we have no patience, we won't see the success. We won't reap the reward, because after a bad month, after things get hard, after constant rejection, after all of these factors come in play, we give up, right? After not seeing results, we're like, yo, this isn't for us. So let's give up, right? And this is the vast majority of people. Even with the job, right? Most people quit their job because they're like, yo, I don't like this place. It's not gonna get better, right? It's just what it is. Like 90% of people just, I believe 90% of people don't start. And then I believe that 10% or 5% quit within the first year. And I believe that 5%, 4% that stay with it for over a year eventually burns out, crashes, and then that 1% that was able to pace themselves and believe in themselves and actually just stay the course end up winning. That's how I look at it. So with your content journey, even like this don't even only apply for content. This applies for anything that you do in life. You want to literally just believe, be delusional about your beliefs, because you're gonna have people tell you, yo, you can't do that. That's not possible. Look where you come from. They're gonna try to make you believe in your reality instead of your vision, right? What you have right now is what they see, right? And when people see that on the outside, they don't believe that you can do it. What you mean you finna have 1 million subscribers when you only got 200 subscribers with 200 videos? What do you mean? That's not possible. You come from where I come from. That's not possible. People don't just do that. People don't become millionaires where we live. Name a millionaire from where we come from. Exactly. You can't. So people see your current state of reality and then they tell you it's not possible. And this is where you have to be delusional and understand, yo, I mean, they right. I ain't got shit right now. I ain't got nothing going. You feel me? But that delusion of I can do it, that delusion of it's gonna happen, that delusion of I just gotta keep going is what's gonna get you to the destination, right? And showing up every single fucking day. Yeah, I said it, every fucking day. Showing up as much as possible is going to fucking get you to where you need to go, right? And this is something that I wasn't doing. The reason why I wasn't doing this is because, like I said earlier, right? I didn't believe, right? So how can you achieve something without believing it? Like if you can't believe it, How can you do it? And I believe the way you create that belief is by just showing up consistently, showing up every single fucking day, even when you don't feel like it. Because showing up every fucking day is going to eventually get you to where you need to go, right? Because look, everybody be like, oh, if you got successful, you're lucky. You got lucky. You just met the right person. You da da da. But you don't just get lucky by not being somewhere. You don't just get lucky by not showing up. You get lucky by showing up every fucking day to create luck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna create luck by not showing up. So you have to fucking show up each and every fucking day and give it something. You ain't gotta give it your all every single day. Just show up, give it something. Because what I realize is the days I didn't want to create content, the days that I didn't want to make videos, is the days where the video performs the best. The video does actually decent, right? The video actually came out pretty cool. You get what I'm saying? Versus the days where, I'm trying too hard, right? One thing that I realized too, this is like the 10th one. I don't even know how many we at right now, but you need to understand it, one. You need to understand it, one. So, all right, boom. You are going to be successful, right? But you must detach, my boy. This is something that is hard, right? Because you're like, fuck, I want it so bad. You want it so bad. That's the problem. You want it so bad. You want it more than you want to work. You want it more than you want to take action. You want it too much. And that's the problem, right? You want the byproducts, but you don't want to do the work, right? And I call this the law of detachment. And you got to detach. I'm sorry, you got to detach. It's the truth. Like, you chasing something makes it run away from you, right? When you be too clingy with a girl, she gonna eventually ghost you, stop talking to you, right? When you chasing this, like, when you chasing a rabbit or a deer or an animal, the animal not gonna come towards you. It's gonna run away. Success works the same way. Boom. I didn't realize this. Everything that I'm talking about in this video, I realized literally a week ago. I went on a 3-day fast and just realized it. It runs away from you. It's scared of you. Success becomes scared of you, right? Because imagine I'm running at you full fucking speed, right? Like a ruthless man, and I'm about to fucking bulldoze you. You gonna run away. You gonna try to step out the way. You get what I'm saying? That's exactly how success is doing you right now. So until we detach from this desired outcome, success is gonna keep running. So what we need to do is reframe it. Yo, of course I want to be successful, but I want impact. I want legacy. I want the things that will get me to where I want to go, right? So instead of chasing outcomes, just let go. Just let go. And it's hard. It's hard, but I'm telling you, there's plenty of videos that teach you how to detach. But it's literally stop worrying about the views. Stop worrying about making impact. Stop worrying, Stop worrying about money. Stop worrying about these things, because when you worry, you create this pressure. And this pressure comes off as, oh, damn, he's trying too fucking hard. And when you try too fucking hard, You just try, like, that's when you fucking lose, bro. I'm telling you. That is when you literally lose because you're trying way too freaking hard. Like, you want this to happen so bad that it's like, ugh, the fuck? And it just runs away from you. And this is why it's so important to detach, so that way you're not tied to, oh, I gotta really try, or because, bro, I'm telling you, you start to win. Like, I literally learned this in football. You start to win when you don't give a fuck, right? I'm telling you, like, when I was playing sports, like doing track, when I was doing football, oh my, somebody's calling me. When I was doing football, people, like, when I stopped giving a fuck, I'd make the tackles. I'd run the time that I needed to run. I'd win the race because I just didn't care about the desired outcome, right? Everybody wants the damn outcome, but nobody wants the to put in the work. Nobody wants the work part, right? And this is the important part, is just putting in the actual effort and work to get it. So we have to detach. We have to stop caring about, oh, $1 million. No, we have to start realizing, yo, I just want to be successful. Oh, I just want this. I just want that, right? The thing is, bro, I know this video is probably not going to do good. That's why I made it. Right now, it won't do good. But I know eventually, because I have this super crazy delusional belief that I'm going to make it. And I know the person who needs to hear this message might not hear it right now, not this very moment as this video dropped, not 2026, maybe 2027, maybe 28, maybe 2029, maybe 2030, whatever the case may be. And I know when they hear this message, it's going to change their whole belief system. It's going to change everything on how they look at their level of success and their dreams and all these things. Because I'm gonna tell you this, all right? People don't want to see you doing better than them. People don't. You may think somebody has the best interest in your heart, to an extent. But the moment you pass them, they look at you as a threat. The most successful people become lonely. They lose friends. They lose family. They lose a lot of people. Then people start coming to them with trying to use them. Not at their best interest. People really just want to use them. And this is like the tough part about success. This is why a lot of people don't make it. Because truth is, success is lonely. Success is this path where it's just you and God, and you just have to be able to just stay on the fucking roller coaster. And shit, you might even die on a roller coaster, right? But if you just stay on the roller coaster long enough, you'll make it, right? But a lot of people get discouraged. A lot of people stop because, yo, everybody calling me delusional. Nobody wants to be around me. Or I can't make time for certain bullshit. I can't go club no more. I can't party no more because I'd rather be doing something that I love, right? And my message to you, right? I'm gonna leave y'all off with this. My message to you is don't quit. Don't give up. It will get tough. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be obstacles in the way, right? Because success is like literally climbing a mountain, right? And on this mountain, there's so many obstacles. There's so many stones, puddles that you have to overcome, that you have to jump over, that you You might get stuck in quicksand for a second. You might have dropped something behind you that you got to go pick up. But if you stay on the trail and you keep climbing and you keep hiking, you'll eventually look up and be like, yo, I'm not too far from where I need to go. I'm not too far from the peak. I'm not too far from climbing the full mountain, right? And eventually you find yourself on the top of the mountain looking down, and you might see people climbing the mountain too. Guess what? What I want you to do is shout at them people and say, keep going, giving them encouragement. Tell them what they need to be told. Like, teach them, tell them when there's going to be quicksand. Tell them when there's going to be obstacles. Tell them how to overcome those obstacles. Tell them how to overcome those limited beliefs. Tell them how to believe in themselves, right? Tell them that it's possible. Show them that it's possible. Show them how to believe in themselves. Show them that if they just stay on the roller coaster, they'll eventually make it. Now, to the person who's watching this right now, I want you to know, no matter what challenge you face, no matter who hates on you, no matter who judges you, no matter who tells you can't do, I want you to prove yourself right. I don't want you to prove anybody wrong. Proving people wrong is going to not fulfill you, not satisfy you. So I want you to prove yourself right by doing the things that you know you need to do. Doing the things that are hard. Challenging yourself. Because life without challenges is easy. It's depressing. It's sad. It's miserable. It's misery. So I want you to challenge yourself, overcome certain things, push yourself, but don't push yourself too hard, right? You got to know when to slow down, when to speed up, when to just jog, and when to just relax, all right? So I'm going to end this off with me telling you that I believe in you. All I need from you is to believe in yourself, right? And your current position, your current situation is not your final destination. Oh, that's a bar. That's a real bar. But understand your reality right now, right? People are going to tell you, yo, you're fucking here, bro. Do you actually believe you can do that? And you have to be able to ignore that voice in that moment immediately and be like, yeah, hell yeah, I can do it. And keep that level of delusion and you'll make it out. Delusion is the, hold on. Delusion will solve. Delusion is the conclusion to all solution. Boom.